Hey, how you doing? Now let's talk about this issue that a lot of people have been talking about, which is servers charged for every credit card. And is this legitimate? Is this something that should be, should still be in existence, or it should be eliminated? All right. So today I'm going to be diving into this topic that have been affecting many people in the service industry. Okay. So in case you wonder, should servers be charged for every credit card transaction? Because it's a controversial issue that sparked a lot of debate. So that is why I'm going to be breaking down these into this video tutorial. And I want you to know that it's also fine if you drop your suggestions or your thoughts in the comment box. It will help people to, be able to learn more. I want this to be, informative and conversational in nature. All right. Now, some key points that I'm going to be talking about first is the service charge. All right. Now imagine you're a server working hard, a bartender, and you're providing excellent service to your customers. And at the end of the day, you find out that, a portion of your ad-end tips is being deducted to cover credit card processing fee. I mean, this is crazy, okay? Because that is exactly what is happening in some restaurants. So this is a bad one. And also, double charging customers also, it doesn't stop there, because the owner also charges customers an additional fee for, paying credit cards separate from the tip, okay? So this practice is not only unfair to servers, but also to customers. Okay, you might not be aware of these extra charges. All right, and another one right here is the transparency issue. Okay, because servers tips deduction are listed as credit card tip deduction. Okay, so on their closing paperwork. All right, so despite concerns raised by servers and customers alike, the owners claim that it's legal, and they still refuse to change the practice. And however, many have argued that it is not just about the legality, but it's about the ethics and the transparency. Okay, so now let's talk about some solutions regarding this, and possibly you will be able to learn one or two things from this video. Now, the first one is the legal consultation. Okay, so if you find yourself in any similar situation, that you might want to consult a legal expert. All right, in case it's something that it's costing you a whole lot of money, and you're not okay with this. All right, so in case you find yourself in this, you can try get a legal expert or relevant labor authorities to determine the legality of the practice in your state. Okay, so you want to know more about the practice in your state, and this can help you to provide clarity on your rights as an employee and potential course of action. Now, I'm not saying you should go and get a lawyer to sue your owner, okay, or your employer. What I'm telling you is that you just need to confirm the legality about this in your state first before you even you should even embark on any action. All right, you might also want to discuss this issue with some collective affected employees to increase leverage for negotiation or action. Okay, because there is strength in numbers, so and together you can advocate for fair treatment in your workplace. Possibly maybe you and some others can come together, go to meet your employer, and possibly if you guys can negotiate your freedom and right. Okay, because whatever it is your right, then you should be able to advocate for it, right? And also education is very important, because encouraging customers to voice out their concerns, and to the owner or shoes establishment that treats their customers fairly. Ultimately customers should have the power to influence change through this patronage. All right, although I don't really have much to say, but in case you're in this kind of situation, if there's anything that you've done in the past that has worked for you, then you might want to drop your thoughts in the comment box. I'm sure that it will help a whole lot of people out there to make an informed decision. All right, in case that in your state this is not legal, okay, and your employer don't have the right, then you might want to consider another alternate employment. Okay, so if the situation is on it's unethical, okay, then you might want to find another job where such practices are not employed. Okay, maybe a viable solution. All right, but however, this might not be immediately feasible for everyone, especially those in need of employment to sustain themselves in short term. But in case you realize that you are you're someone big and you deserve more than this, and you're able to get a job at another place that is more more okay, or even more sustainable than the one you're presently in, then you might want to get another job, another alternative, okay, in case of this. All right, and also try and make sure that you understand some legal boundaries. Okay, so because it is very crucial to understand the specific laws and regulations when it comes to credit card fees and tip deduction in the relevant jurisdiction. Okay, because some practices may be legal in some states and it may not be legal in some states. And also you want to keep records of your transaction. Okay, so documentation is very important. You might want to keep records of transactions, pay stubs, and any written communication regarding tip deduction, which can serve as evidence in potential legal proceedings or complaints to some legal authorities. All right, And I think you employees should also share experience and knowledge with fellow employees or industry peers, which can help raise awareness about labor rights and potentially empower others to take action against unfair practice. So in case you're a server or a bartender and you're experiencing something like this, and maybe there is anything that you've been able to do, maybe you've been able to negotiate with your employee and it worked for you, you can let us know in the comment box, and several people will be able to talk about this. However, the legitimacy about this is legit in some states and it is not in some states. So it depends on the kind of state that you are. All right. So I really can't guarantee, the legitimacy in your own state. So you might want to go ahead, consult a legal practitioner, okay, or an authority to ask the person or the authority about this. All right. So in some states it's very legal, while in some it is not. Okay. However, most of the argument regarding this is that it is very legal. Charges deducting credit card fees from servers tips is very much legal, but many people still see it as unethical. Okay, especially if the employer isn't transparent about it. All right, if the employer is transparent, then it's okay. But if it is not, if the employer is not transparent, then it's important that you understand the distinction between what's legally permissible and what's morally acceptable. All right, so these are some of the things that I want to say in this video tutorial. I'm sure it might have helped you in one or two ways. All right, and also make sure that you understand your employment contracts, okay, handbook or any documentation which is provided upon hiring you. All right, so you want to know whether this practice of deducting credit card from tips was properly disclosed. Okay, so because lack of transparency could strengthen the employee's case against the employer. Okay, even if you go ahead to you know report to your employer, if you do not have the right, if it's already in the agreement, okay, or your documentation that you will be charged, then you do not have any you don't have any say regarding this. All right, so in conclusion, the practice of charging servers for every credit card transaction raises significant legal, ethical, and transparency concerns. So but by advocating for fair treatment, okay, and also seeking legal guidance and educating others, then everyone can work towards ensuring that all employees are treated with dignity and fairness in the workspace. All right, so this is what I have for you. Thank you for tuning in, and I wish you the best of luck. Also, just like I said, if you have any experience with this, you can let us know in the comment box. Let us know your thoughts. Let everyone share their thoughts, and this way also a lot of people can be able to solve this issue together. All right, so I'm gonna see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I wish you the best of luck in your day-to-day endeavors. Peace and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.